culinary journey that began in 2009 has culminated into a feast for the readers, Table for Four. A series of stories of four friends over lunches. In fact, close to 75 lunches. So let's speak to the men themselves, the authors. Mr. Munjal, congratulations. In fact, congratulations to all of you. To begin with, where did the thought of writing, the book, your experience, tell us about that.
So since we had been doing this almost every 6 to 8 weeks for, more than a decade and a half, we thought it would be an interesting idea to put together these reviews which had been written. They were like gems, actually. If you think about it, it was not a conscious effort to do this for a book, but once it had been done, we thought it'd be interesting for our friends and family to read this. But as we started putting this together, the book kind of expanded first in our minds and then in reality, because we went out and spoke to chefs and restaurateurs to include their background, their histories, their motivations, and what is unique about Delhi's food. Things like chaat, things like daulat ki chaat, things like, eating the tikkas and the kali dal. So we actually went into the history of each of these to see if you could create a complete anthology of Delhi's dining legacy. And that's what this book has turned out to be.
Great. So looking forward to reading it. Mr. Shriram, if I can ask you, tell us, how did you all decide, which restaurant should we go to when you all were going for lunches? And you did say boarding school, the Born, totally relate to that, being also a boarding school child. So how did you all decide where to go, what kind of food you all want to eat?
We took a decision that we would like to go to all types of restaurants. 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, all types. We had no sort of predetermined notion of where we want to go. We wanted a variety. We wanted to have different experiences. And I think that is what drove the thinking of a lot of exploratory work, of which are the good restaurants in Delhi we can go to. Nitin did a lot of work on this front. And unfortunately, we think of it now, I think maybe 14 or 15 of the restaurants we went to in the last so many years have closed down. But that's the part of the restaurant business. But we had a variety of restaurants, whether it's European food, Indian food, Italian food, Thai food, dhaba type food, everything.
So mix.
So we wanted a mix and a variety.
20% is European, 2/5 is Asian, 2/5 is Indian. Then you have a little bit of 5-star, home food, farmhouse. We had one adventure only, I think, which was South American. And we're still trying to figure that one out, because to have a Mexican restaurant which runs out of guacamole is a little bit of a... I don't want to comment on that.
At the same time, I'll just add that, one of the things which drove us also was, let's go to have the best chola bhaturas in Delhi. That's where quality comes in. Or let's go for the best innovative food. Indian accent comes in. Or let's go for the food which has the most unique, really good desi khana, Indian food, Bukhara. That's where they come in. So that's how we went to, some of these.
It was obviously not just, it was of course having fun, four friends bonding, conversations. Mr. Kapoor, what would you want the readers to take from the book? What do you think the reader should really take from the book after reading it, when, you look at four friends talking about, their conversations? You put a lot of stuff out there.
I guess that the reader will benefit from any misadventure, because it's all written there, where to eat, where to go, and it's all been rated, which dish to eat. So it's pretty much idiot-proof. Like if you go to a particular restaurant, you've got the Bible in front of you. What should you order? What should you eat? And I think that's a great, it's like a good food guide, which Delhi is.
It is. Actually, we don't have it.
And it really is like a legacy of Delhi's food. And as Delhi, we all are foodies. We love eating. Lastly, I want to ask you all, you're three of you here. It's really a pleasure to speak to all three of you. But your fourth, it says Table of Four. And I believe it's dedicated to your fourth friend. So would you like to say anything?
So Deepak Nirula was the fourth in our group. And Deepak was, of course, the most knowledgeable on food, not just amongst us, but actually in the country. he brought the culture of eating out in the modern style, the QSR, the variety of ice cream, eating pizzas and burgers, and even turned Indian food into the QSR style. He was a unique thinker, a naturalist, focused on environment and nature, truly an individual with the best governance I've seen in my life, and a ramrod straight individual with great values and more knowledge than anyone that at least I know. He wrote, what do you call that?
A lexicon.
He wrote a lexicon on food items, including spices and things you have in the kitchen, in multiple languages. So you could actually understand what you were going to use, what you were going to consume, and also how to use it.
And of course, the hot chocolate fudge, which we all enjoy. I think it's again, I see my kids enjoying that as well. Well, congratulations.
But I'll just mention, Deepak, I think a couple of things which were really unique. Of course, his knowledge of food and all was very. But his corporate governance standards for running Nirula's. All four of us were past presidents of Doon School Old Boys Society. So I used to go to Deepak's office. He was president, I was vice president. I have never seen an owner who actually, even if he ordered 2 cups of coffee for him and me, there would be a voucher which he would sign so that the records of Nirula's, their system, accounts for 2 cups of coffee went to the managing director's office. That is the sense of discipline. And the second thing which was really unique again, Nirula's used to keep coming up with new dishes. So we were invited very often to try new dishes before they became the commercial on the menu. So we've tried dishes at the restaurant. His office was on the first floor in Connaught Place. We were on the ground, and this restaurant ground floor. We've been to the restaurant to try new dishes which they are still to start serving, which is really unique. It's really unique.
That's what really actually brings and shows the bond of true friendship. And then culminated it, something for all of us to read and experience the lovely food. Congratulations once again, and thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, very much.
It's a world of a difference. It was a great understanding. Of course, his passion we all know.
Tell us your journey when it started, when you started the whole journey.
Sunil had been calling me with my theatre, with my plays to Ludhiana for many years. I went recently with a show and I realized this was my 11th or 12th play. So, at least 20 saal ke liye hum ja rahe the. And so from there, you can make out how his father also, I remember comparing something for them years ago, was big patrons of the arts, always. And Ludhiana, which was really a city of only agriculture, he brought culture there. So he's got an artist soul, And he started talking about serendipity with people, including me, many years before he started serendipity, a couple of years before that he wanted to set up this thing. And what did I feel? And I thought it was fabulous. It's like a Woodstock of the arts, And so when he started it, in the first year, he had curators for different segments, different genres, different art forms, rather. And he asked me if I would like to curate with Anuradha Kapoor, who was just left as director of the NSD, the first year. So I was remembering how we went to GEC compound, which was very dilapidated. We went to the little palace at the top of Panjim, and how he renovated, painted, restored all this on his own money. And there was nobody there. And his vision was really big. It was like 7 disciplines: cuisine and art, visual art and photography and theatre and dance and music. And he got some of the best curators, to do it. I still remember, we were laughing and remembering. We were at O.P. Jain's place, what's it called in Delhi? I'm forgetting. It's this gorgeous place with statues and all. And we'd all met there. at least a year and a half before Serendipity.
So you've been there since year one, and this
I have been there
This is
since
the-
year zero.
zero actually since the beginning stage, I would say.
Yes, inception.
These, if you can tell me the transition, the journey. How much have you seen a change in Grey?
And it has grown exponentially, Ambika. It's grown exponentially. It was big to begin with. That whole vision was massive. And the logistics of it, can you imagine? I mean, it was supposed to be a mile down Panjim, taking over football fields, taking over this, taking over an old palace, taking on the GMC building. I mean, it was mind-boggling. So after that, I was there the first 2 years. Once I came in the middle, I had seen it's already grown hugely. And every year, it's just getting bigger and bigger, not just in volume, not just in number of things that it's doing, number of venues, number of not activities, but number of elements from culture and arts that it's incorporated in every year. It's just growing. And now he has a vision about so many things, taking stuff from here, there. I met a guy from the Irish embassy, there's somebody from the Italian embassy. So he's also looking for collaborations and, exchanges and all that. And I believe he did something in Birmingham. Just now the British Council people are also here. So,
Putting India out there on the global.
India's out there and maybe getting stuff from there also. Of course, it should be this thing. But yes, seeing how he can send stuff there and giving a massive platform to a whole lot of artists in every field. Not just theatre to hamara hai, but in so many fields. And I was talking to somebody who's starting the Bridge, his incubation space, where there'll be performances and incubate. So he's constantly thinking, aage, what more can he do? And being an artist, I can only bless him and say, that somebody loves the arts as much as I do. And it's just thrilling.
My name is Andrea Anastasio. I'm the director of the Italian Culture Center in New Delhi. I've been directing the Cultural Center for 2 years, but I've been coming to India for 46 years.
Oh, lovely. So you clearly love our country as well.
Love
like
it.
bloody love Italy as well. It's a lovely place. I just want to ask you about Serendipity and, the collab you've done this year with Serendipity. Tell us about that.
Well, the first thing I would like to say is that I saw the very first Serendipity 10 years ago. So it was really a dream to do something for the 10th anniversary. And let's say 2 weeks before the closing of the calendar of the festival, I called Smriti and I said, Smriti, we had the chance of showing Caravaggio indoor. And she said, oh gosh, this is amazing. So we did it in a very short time. The painting was here. It was on a way out country. You might probably know that it has been here for a few months. And it was beautiful the way we immediately realized that like-minded people, Caravaggio is a contemporary artist in the sense that art is always contemporary when it reaches the core of a human being. And that's why we wanted at the center of these exhibitions where contemporary artists are showing their work.